Hello and welcome to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. Now, this past week has been very confusing for Kenyans. In fact, as we speak, we still can't tell who among these two musicians is the real chameleon because it seems Calligraph is the only one changing colors. Now, a lot of things have happened in the span of the past 7 days. A lot of things. The Right Honorable Joshua Amolo Odinga was in Israel and he posted pictures of him praying at the Western Wall. Baba later posted on his Facebook wall that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, then stick it on the wall and say a prayer, the message goes directly to God. So you could say Baba went to Jerusalem to post a wallpaper. A special type of wallpaper though. But what could Baba have written on that piece of paper? Is it Aya or Kitendawili? Now anyway, in real sense, Baba was in Israel to deliver an address on democracy, peace and religion in Africa in an international conference, but most people focused on the jokes. Amolo and Omolo, or Baba and Babayao, if you like, are arguably the most talked about subject this week. You could say this week has been keeping up with the Omolos. Amolo visited the Western Wall. Omolo became a Great Wall. He's now black and white. I know you've heard enough Calligraph jokes this week. So I apologize, and from the bottom of my heart, I can't avoid it. I know it's racist, but I just can't avoid it. But I see no big deal in Calligraph whitening his skin because Calligraph calls himself Babayao, just like the Kabete MP Ferdinand Waitito. So I think he admires him that much. That's why he decided to turn white. Waitito. Yes. Exactly. You did not see that coming. Yes? The two have been discussed. The two have been discussed extensively for the past 7 days, but that's not all that happened. How about this?
What we are doing is, again, simply suspending some of our assistance that goes directly to the Ministry of Health for certain technical work that they do.
Basically, the US government canceled direct funding to the Ministry of Health, and that's how Americans respond to corruption, cutting the funding to that area and possibly prosecuting the suspects. In Kenya, a corruption scandal breaks, we spend more money trying to find out exactly what happened. And it's more like mtu ako na deni yako ya $2 lakini yako Kisumu na wewe uko na Nairobi. Sasa condition ya kukulipa anakuambia uende. A good example is when the Siaya County government allegedly spent 3.5 million shillings in efforts to recover 3 million. Now, as much as people may call the withdrawal of support from the US government to the Ministry of Health a bluff, najua vile si uongea ati iko nini hata sisi tuko na wazungu wetu. It's important to note. It is important to note that this move has very serious effects. People will lose their jobs and the government may be forced to divert funds meant for other things to the ministry. And this is not the first time the Ministry of Health has been put on the spot over corruption allegations. In October last year, Kenya was asked to refund 160 million shillings after the ministry could not account for 750,000 doses of the Gavi vaccines. They said they used the money to buy motorbikes and bicycles to transport the drugs. Seriously? That's literally taking the donors for a ride. Mnapewa pesa ya dawa mnanunua nduthi. Imagine, for real, imagine going to a hospital. Daktari, mtoto yangu analia sijui hata nini mbaya na yeye kutoka jana amekuwa akiendesha. Okay, pole mama. Chukua pikipiki moja hapo kwa pharmacy. Ndio aendeshe zaidi. Surely, the money was meant for drugs. If you wanted motorbikes, you could have requested for that separately. Using medicine money to buy motorbikes is a typical hawker mentality. Only hawkers would execute such a disconnect. Kenyan hawkers don't believe in what you need. It's always about what they have. Boss, hiyo charger ulikuwa unataka mimi sina, lakini hapa niko na soda baridi hapo basi biskuiti na soda ya mtoto. Utachukua gani? Now this is the interesting bit. The cancellation of the funding to the Ministry of Health happened this week. However, very few people know about this, but they know about the white man from Kayole. Now, we were going to discuss that. But just before we could pick the conversation on the funding cuts, Calligraph akatoa tint. And this is all because Kenyans have a high affinity for non-issues, which makes the subject of our show tonight, side shows.
piga mimi vizuri. Ndai kofia yako iko kwa ndani ya baa.
Unaenda kulala ndani na what you're talking about ni kofia. Trust me, ukishikwa na karao, kofia is the last thing you should worry about. Okay, other than the people who participated, how many of you guys know that the police recruitment happened last week? And if there's a profession with the most diversionary tactics, it's the police. When they call for recruitments, they use the slightest reason to disqualify the recruits. Look at this gentleman's case, for example.
Mi pia naitwa Andon Kateme. Last year nilijaribu, nikaambiwa ati mimi ni mfupi. This round nimejaribu tena, nimeambiwa ati good conduct yangu ime-expire.
Surely. Andon was disqualified for height last year. He went back home, akarefuka, akarudi. He tried his luck this year, then they disqualified him because his certificate of good conduct was expired. What does that even mean? Good conduct has an expiry date. Buda na umeharibika siku hizi. Umerenew tabia yako, certificate yako ya tabia. Now he will have to go renew his conduct and then try again next year. Ama hiyo ndio kurekebisha tabia. But then, I'm sure next time they may disqualify him because Andon, actually that's why they may disqualify him. His name is Andon, but it's pronounced differently from how it is written. The name is Anthony, but this is how it's pronounced.
Naitwa Andon Kateme.
I'm sure there's someone out there who, of all the things Andon said, they only got Andon. And on that note, what is it about the obsession with Kenyans, or Kenyans' obsession with how other people speak? Bonoko is now a brand.
Huyo sio mwizi, anauza nyama pale Ngara.
And just like that, Bonoko is now a brand and everybody wants him.
Mandemu sahi wananitaka wote, paka wenye wako na magari.
Hawa nao wakiwa wanasumbua Bonoko, surely. Are you sure you love him for his voice? Unaweza ingizwa box na mtu hivyo, mrembo kuja nikupeleke ghetto radio. Focus. As the attention to non-issues can be really misleading. I've heard some ladies talk about mwanaume ni kiatu, Mwanaume ni kiatu, mimi wezi niambia nini. Actually, most ladies would not date a guy wearing such a pair of shoes. And then you expect to live happily ever after. Kama mwanaume ni kiatu. What's the lifespan of a shoe? What shoe have you ever seen last for 5 years? Be like Ida Odinga. If she were to focus on such a pair of shoes, do you think she would be married to one of the most powerful men in the country right now? And for real. And the eyewitnessing thing here akina Bonoko is almost a profession. Kuna ule ni kama drama, ni kama video. Kuna ule serikali saidia jamaneni, bwana yangu ameenda na maji. Msipopea this most recent msipopea Njagua sisi wote tunaenda Naswa. We have all them. It's actually becoming a cartel. How nimemention walikuwa solo. Sasa hivi wanasaidiana. Mimi nilikuwa nimesimama hapa, alafu gari ikakuwa inakuja. Wakati ilifika pale kwa mlima, Kimani kuja uambie hapo pengine vile kuliona. Mtu wakuli peke yake, everyone has to get a share of the publicity. However, there are witnesses who prefer to remain private.
He knows all the boys wale wako na bunduki and he can tell us hizi vitu inapatikana wapi. Yeye pia ako na yake from the intelligence we have.
The problem is mnafinya sauti ya mtu alafu inakuwa sauti ya mwingine huko nje. And I have one question, a burning question. Why do they always have to use Jeff Koinange's voice? Now Alice is also a brand.
Akamurukaruka hivi. Hebu kalia hapa kwa kifikifi. Kuna ndereva ya kifikifi. Hiyo mama akashagaa, akaona ajui mtu na ajui dereva ya kifikifi. Akaikalia kwa kifikifi.
For those people who don't know, kifikifi is a motorbike. And a motorbike is that thing I told you the Ministry of Health allegedly bought using money meant for Gavi vaccines. Now this culture of being excited by non-issues is the sole reason politicians usually get us every 5 years. To put off guard kila time. Now, the former Labour CS, Kazungu Kambi, is vying for the Kilifi governor's seat. He has promised the area residents that should they vote for him, from next year, they will only sit back, relax, and give birth. The only job will be to give birth and the county government takes care of the children. This just shows that he has not moved on after being fired from the Ministry of Labour. And you'll get next year. And people, serious. Now, for every scandal and every trending thing in Kenya, there is always a Jimmy Gate hit single to summarize it. Socialites become popular. Nasikia Jimmy Gate, Yesu ndiye sponsor. The maize scandal, mbinguni hakuna unga. Calligraph lightens his skin, Yesu ndio mwangaza. On that note, we take a short commercial break. We'll be right back with Jimmy Gate to help us break this problem. Welcome back to the weekend edition. My name is Dr. Kingori. The focus of our show tonight is side shows, and our guest on the show is one of the best gospel artists this country has ever produced. I'm personally very proud to say this on national TV that I'm one of Jimmy Gate's biggest fans. Jimmy Gate, karibu. Karibu.
I'm right here.
Aya, sawa. Usually kwa show, si usalimia wase hivi. Hivi ile tumekusalimia, si ndio? Lakini wewe nataka kusalimia special. Sijui kama nitaitoa poa. Hello.
Umeanza?
Siku enjoy sana kwa show, but it's all fun.
Yeah.
Mad respect, by the way. Umekuwa hapa for? Nilikuwa nakwambia najua ni 10 years, but how long?
It's actually 10 years.
10 years exactly.
I've been in the industry for 10 years, but of course I started singing way back when I was in high school.
Okay.
I'm quite old.
Now you're back.
I look younger than I'm old. I look younger than I'm actually is. Yeah. I'm younger. No, I'm older than I look.
Thank you. Sasa, you started sing. You look yeah.
You see? It's confusing.
You started singing back in the day.
Yes.
Before is 10 years ago.
Yes.
Mbona wasiona hate you?
Well, I don't think I don't take it as hate. I take it as Kenyans are just trying to have fun with me, and that's why I never get pissed off. Actually, almost every other day, I receive memes.
Yes.
Oh, binguni hakuna hii, binguni hakuna hii, binguni. Sijui hata hii binguni kirespond. Watu wanasema nini? Because kila kitu iki happen, Jimmy Gate atatoa wimbo.
Yes.
Binguni hakuna iTax.
Yes.
Jimmy Gate atatoa wimbo. Binguni hakuna strike.
Okay.
Actually, do you know how Yesterday sponsor came out? Eh?
Yes.
I saw it on social media. It was trending. Mtu alikuwa ameweka poster akasema kidogo mtaona Jimmy Gate ametoa ngoma inaitwa Yesu ndiye sponsor.
Okay.
Ai, hiyo idea ikani hit. Unajua mimi ni Mkikuyu. Mkikuyu anaonanga opportunities. God is a businessman. In case you didn't know. Yeah, God will invest Jesus so he can get the world back to himself. That is business. You know business. Yeah. Kwani si unalipa ndio upate.
On that note.
Exactly. So
on that note najua meme next inakam. Investment ni Yesu.
So anyway, yeah. I allow myself to be me, and I do not wait for people to commend me, for me to do what I do best, because I'm not authentified by authentic. Kizungu
tuko sawa na wewe, tuko hapo tuko hapa. Tuko sisi wote hapa.
You know,
hiyo wamesikia hiyo.
Wamesikia.
There's a video we had. A video we had of you. Jimmy hiyo chuma ni wewe inakuinua.
On this note.
Ufungi show kabla utuambie. Uliquit? Bado unaenda?
By the way, mimi gym kila asubuhi. Lazima niende gym. Lazima nikule poa. Mimi sikulangi junk. Nakulanga greens, nakula ngwashe, nakula
au gym ile ya kuunga.
Sasa ndio nimeanza hiyo nini?
Umeanza. Why would you do
nipatie
that?
Nipatie 3 months.
No.
Calligraph atakuwa ananiangalia hivi anasema, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Na wewe uko sawa hata unidi kutoa tint.
Mimi si need kutoa tint.
But mbona unataka kuunga kama calligraph?
By the calligraph ni best yangu sana. Nilimpigia nikacheka. Nikamwambia, "Hey, what's up bro? You're the real G, man." So, okay. Give me some time. You were saying hamtakuwa mnanitambua.
Speaking of kutambua. Tuko na picha yenyewe tunaweza kosa kukutambua. Wewe filaje ukiona vitu kama hizi?
I just laugh a lot.
Happy Mother's Day by the way.
Unajua? Yeah. Here's the point. Yeah. I'm a very positive thinker. Unajua Biblia inasema kuna wasi wawili walijenga. Mmoja kajenga kwa sand and another one on stone. But one day there was a big storm that came. The person who built his house on sand, his house was swept away. But the person who had built his house on stone, his house stood. That is the power of attitude. Your attitude is the stone. If you have a positive attitude, it doesn't matter what kind of waves that are going to come and try to put you down. As long as you know who you are going to stand when everybody else is going to be falling.
That's a very
I feel like preaching right here. I feel like becoming TD Jakes.
Aki, show me your friends. Ulisema calligraph ni rafiki yako. Hapo kwa two people, one built a house on sand, another one built a house on stone.
Yeah.
History repeats itself. So could I be controversial for a moment? Niseme mse wa sand anaweza kuwa DK kwenye beat. Anika mtu.
What I can say is and this is what I do. Allow me to say this. Me, I don't talk about others.
Of course.
Because I'm busy working for my future.
Of course.
You know, and I'm not trying to say DK is this or that. Yes. DK is a good guy.
He's a very big artist right now.
He's a very big artist. When I met him, he was a very small artist. Sai is a big artist. He's a very big artist. Na siku hizi amechange. Asema you're a nigga. Mpaka ameweka meno tint. Mliona?
Hivi unajua kuthrow shade. Sasa subject yetu ni distractions. Na wewe kitu yote kubwa Jimmy, wewe ni distraction. Like wewe tumia kama distraction. Like sijui relationship yako na heaven ilitoka wapi, because apparently ni kama unajua kila kitu yenye haiko na haiko. So pasha watu.
For the memes that have been going on, in fact, I would like to encourage you to continue doing them because they make me laugh, they give me brighter days. Unajua nimenyamaza sana Dr. Kingori. So kesho Wednesday, I am officially responding to all those memes that you guys have been giving me. Tomorrow evening, watch out.
Calligraph ni best yako?
Calligraph ni best yangu.
Sasa uongee na lugha moja. Reach out.
Niongee na kama Kali. Yeah. You know, man, I've been hanging out a little bit with this guy, the real OG himself. And you know, the real OG is the real OG, but I'm the realest OG. Carly, listen to this, man. I'm the realest OG.
I'm with the realest niggas in the wicked edition, man. Tell him, nigga. Tell him, nigga.
Yeah, man. So, in case you didn't know, this is how we do it, man.
Tuambie. Hata una tuko serious Jimmy, skuma.
Yeah. Unajua ulisema unatoka United Kayole, yani UK.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. And I come from UK, United Cambodia.
Yeah.
And you know what?
It's a Cambodia nigga right here, man. The Cambodia nigga has told on the Kayole nigga.
Yeah.
There's a new beef coming through.
Yeah, man.
The gospel and the OGs.
Yes. You know what I mean?
Them niggas
if
bleaching.
You think you're the real OG,
them white men from the south side of Kayole.
I mean, Carly, listen to me. If you think you're the real OG, come and face the realest OG from UK, United Kingdom, boo. You know what I mean?
Okay, now tell them niggas to watch out for your response tomorrow.
Yeah, so every nigga watching me, especially Cali, watch me tomorrow. I'm gonna be the realest nigga in town.
On the show, nigga. Thank you, nigga. Thank you. Now, that's it for the weekend edition, nigga. See you next week. My name is